Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a lovely little girl who smiled throughout the day. Her name was Cinderella, and there was no child more joyful in the land. But one day, her mother died, and Cinderella's father took her hand. "We will plant a tree," he said, "and when you're full of doubt and fear, bring your troubled heart beneath this tree, and Mother will be here." Several years had come and gone when Cinderella's father died. The broken-hearted child ran to her mother's tree and cried and cried. Her tears fell down upon the earth and made the tree to grow. And to this day, when she is sad, both tree and mother know. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be.
Come along, girls. So, Grace, the butcher was certainly chatty with you today.
He had pork on sale. Pork wasn't the only thing he was pitching.
The butcher's wife never goes hungry.
I'd rather starve. That'll be the day.
Oh, would you just look at that hat? I simply must try it on. Where is that girl? How long will it take to wrap a salmon? Cinderella! Wait here while we finish our shopping.
Yes, stepmother. Have you ever seen a slower girl in your life? Who you call slow? Not you, stupid. Her. Oh. Who you calling stupid?
somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
I saw it first! Did not!
So much bickering, girls. Remember, restraint above all else. So, Joy, Master Boxhorn certainly gave you the hairy eyeball.
He's too short!
But he lacks more in height, he makes up for in cash.
But you always said no girl should marry for money!
No, I said for money only. Anyways, that was when you were younger, dear.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me, waiting somewhere.
Oh, excuse me, miss, are you all right? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
I do. I mean,
What's your name?
what's yours?
You know, I really think names are overrated. I mean, what's in a name?
Exactly.
Well, it was nice bumping into you.
You're very kind.
Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
Gangway, royal business coming through.
Lionel, yikes.
Look lively, move it or lose it. Hear ye, hear ye. A royal proclamation. Hear ye all. This will be of special interest to ye. The prince is giving a ball.
What?
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert.
Please don't say my whole name.
Vladimir, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman,
Herman.
Gregory James is giving a ball.
Let me see one of those.
Well, imagine seeing you here.
You're not gonna tell my mom, are you?
You know I got your back, Your Highness. Read it and weep.
Every eligible maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend for introduction to the prince. Now, Lionel, what is the meaning of this?
Do I look like the social director?
Of course, I should have known. This has my mother written all over it.
The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermintrude, Guinevere Maisie, Marguerite Anne is giving a ball.
What news does he bring?
This present is to find wine.
Prince is giving a ball.
They say he wants to find a
You may
bride.
find one at the ball.
If only he'd propose to me. Why shouldn't he propose to me?
Just leave the hair and clothes to me.
The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, hurry home with those packages. I want that salmon on ice before it stinks.
Yes, stepmother.
Now, if you please, their majesties, request your finest silk,
My best brocade in every shade.
and lace as white as milk.
I'll wear a gown of satin jade. And me, I'm in a pink brocade.
And me, I'll have my custom made.
Surely I'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets,
Marmalade steak or rack of lamb.
and highly raised braids.
I wish I didn't like to eat. I wish I were demure and sweet.
Right to celebrate.
Limburger cheese and gourmandise, cheddar gruyere and blue, chunks of Swiss in barrels, please. Make sure that it's holy too. Puddings and pies and rum soufflés, succulent chocolate rounds.
Cream puffs you can chew away.
To gain some royal pounds, the prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, gooseberry. Son of Her Majesty, Queen Upside Down, King Chocolate and Cheddar, and Charlotte and Maisie. Son of His Majesty, King Son of His Majesty, Sydney, Frederick John is giving up all. The prince is giving up all. Come on, come on.
Cinderella. Duh! Now you listen, and you listen good. We have exactly 1 week until the ball, and I do not intend to waste this opportunity. You two will be the loveliest, most well-spoken, vivacious maidens at the ball if it's the last thing I do. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine the prince asking for my daughter's hand in marriage.
Which daughter is that? I wonder.
I'm younger and more appealing.
The oldest marries first.
That's an old wives' tale.
Why do you think there are so many old wives running around?
Girls, don't start.
Mother, Cinderella simply refuses to close that door.
But hold your tongue and do as you're told. Now for once and for all, close that door.
Have you ever seen a lazier person in your life?
Who you calling lazy?
Enough. Now sit, my daughters. We need to have a talk. Not you. I want to talk to my real daughters. You tend to that fire and serve us tea.
Yes, stepmother.
I want some crumpets with my tea.
Like I don't. Crumpets, Cinderella.
Coming right up.
My darlings, I cannot stress strongly enough how important it is that you make a proper impression upon the prince. You know I will not be around forever to care for you.
Why not? Yeah, where are you going?
What I mean to say is I do not intend to spend the rest of my life slaving away in this house. Cinderella, the tea! I have devoted my entire lives to your comfort and well-being. Is it too much to ask that I spend my golden years in a cottage by the sea?
And leave us here? Alone?
Not alone, with husbands. You know, girls, it takes a certain amount of income to maintain our lifestyle. The funds your stepfather left will not last forever, and money does not grow on trees.
I know that. It comes from the bank.
And how do you suppose it gets into the bank?
The banker goes and gets it from, well, wherever it does grow, but not on trees.
Money doesn't grow anywhere. It's inherited. Which is precisely why I'm determined to see each of you marry within the year. So either you make a proper impression upon the prince, or it's back to the butcher, or Master Boxon. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine me, the mother of a princess. Now, come along, girls. Enough excitement for one day. It's time for your beauty rest, and Lord knows you could use it.
Here you go. Fresh baked crumpets and...
Not now, Cinderella. We're going to nap. Have dinner prepared when we wake. Smoke the salmon.
Bake the bread. Poach the pears.
And Cinderella, close that door.
Alone at last. It's all right. The coast is clear. Shh, quiet. They're resting. Charles, will you be joining us? I have a surprise. Yes, for you too. Crumpets, if you please. There's enough for everyone, now share. So, how was your day? Same old, huh? Yeah, me too. Cinderella the packages, Cinderella the tea, Cinderella the door. How can 3 grown women be so helpless? Well, I suppose that's what I get for letting them walk all over me. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. No offense. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek young maid in the kingdom is hereby commanded for introduction to the prince. What? Every eligible young maiden. That means me! I'm going to the ball! I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince, the king, the queen. And the color of my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. But wait, I don't have anything to wear. Why are you? Of course! The dress Mother wore the night she met Father. He told her she was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. I'll have to take up the hem a bit. Maybe a gold sash. Oh, it's going to be perfect! Oh, how can I wait a whole week? I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
A fine father you are. You never worry about him.
What's wrong with him?
He isn't happy.
Of course he is.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married? What's no use trying to get these buttoned? We'll just have to do as is.
Don't be ridiculous. You look like 5 pounds of flour in a 2-pound sack. The royal tailor will just have to make you a new suit.
But the suit is in perfect shape.
No one is questioning the shape the suit is in, dear.
Mother, what is the meaning of this?
Doesn't anyone in this house knock?
Darling, we were just talking about you.
Your mother was talking, I was listening.
And where have you been in that costume?
Why wasn't I consulted about this ball I'm supposedly giving?
Oh darn, you found out it was supposed to be a surprise birthday party. Well, surprise.
It's 3 months till my birthday. And since when does a birthday party require the attendance of every eligible young maiden in the kingdom?
Well, not me. Oh, well, you know, those royal printers, they never get anything right.
Mom, I want this ball called off immediately.
But darling, it's impossible to cancel once you've got the ball rolling.
Well, you can just count me out.
Your Highness! Look, Chris, we don't want to pressure you, but you do have certain obligations.
What your father is trying to say is it's time for you to choose a bride and produce an heir. After all, someday soon this kingdom will be yours.
Not that soon.
I long to hear the pitter-patter of little feet on the marble again.
All I'm asking is to find a bride for myself, in my own time. I guess I have this old-fashioned idea that I want to fall in love before I get married, like you did.
That's what we want for you two, son.
Of course it is. Well, thank goodness we have all that settled. Now I have put together a short guest list for your approval.
You haven't heard a word I've said.
Family and close friends, darling. Terribly intimate.
Pardon me, Your Majesties, Your Highness. I couldn't help overhearing, and I probably shouldn't interfere.
Probably.
But perhaps we could reach a royal compromise.
Compromise?
What do you think this is, a democracy?
What sort of compromise, Lionel?
Let's say you suck it up and go along with the ball.
I'm loving this idea so far.
And if you find the girl of your dreams, great. But if he doesn't...
Lionel, you're brilliant. Okay, I'll do it. But if I don't find the right girl at the ball, you'll let me find one in my own time, no matter how long it takes.
But
and with no interference. Dad?
Well, it does have certain logic to it.
Of
course, darling, if that's the way you want it, that's the way it shall be.
Thank you, both.
You know, Chris, there's only one way to find true love.
What's that?
Dumb luck. Let's just hope it runs in the family.
I love you guys.
Don't worry, your majesties. He'll find the right girl at the ball. I can just feel it in my bones.
You'll feel it in your bones if he doesn't.
I hear that.
Max, what if he doesn't meet the right girl at the ball? What then?
Well, he'll meet her somewhere else. Isn't that the way it always has been? Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone, but boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
They walk on every village street. They walk in lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessings from the blue. They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do. Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone, but boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
So tell me, why did you disappear again this morning after I've begged you? I had a remarkable day. No one treated me like a prince. I was just a normal person. You know what? Normal people, not all they're cracked up to be. I'm a normal person. Doesn't that tell you anything? They're all out there wishing they could be you.
Because they don't know what it's really like.
Look, you're rich. You live in a gorgeous palace. You've got every woman in the kingdom throwing herself at you. Is there something I'm not getting?
I have no life of my own. Everything gets decided for me. You should know better than anyone, always hanging over me like a cloud. Everywhere I go, everything I do. I mean, get a life.
I got a life, and it's you. I'm your royal steward, and I'm telling you, this disappearing act has got to stop. It's too dangerous.
I was careful.
Not you. Me. I can't keep lying to your mother about where you are. They got laws against that. Now, what say we slip into something a little less comfortable?
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere.
The sweetest
sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The the most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see.
And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
Waiting somewhere,
Waiting somewhere.
waiting somewhere.
Tonight, my girls will be the envy of everyone at the ball.
You really think so, Mother? She said so, didn't she?
Why, our family's always been known for its fascinating women. I might have been married to a prince myself if I'd had the advantages you girls had. If I had someone to push me like you girls do. Someone to sacrifice everything for me. Now, Grace, what will you say when you meet the prince?
Well, you said to show him there's more to me than mere beauty, so I'm going to recite a poem. Poetry? Boring. Is not.
So much bickering, so little time. For heaven's sakes, Grace, stop scratching yourself.
I can't help it. You know I get itchy when I'm nervous.
Poppycock. Now, Joy, what will you do to make an impression upon the prince?
I've been cultivating my naturally infectious laughter. As if. The prince's every witty remark will be met with peals of delighted laughter.
Joy, I beg of you, whatever you do not snort at the prince. Remember, girls, the clever bride hides her flaws.
Until after the wedding.
Good.
So, what do you think?
Think about what, Cinderella?
My dress for the ball.
The ball? You?
What's so funny? Every eligible girl is commanded to attend.
I'll do the commanding around here. So tell me, Lady Cinderella, how do you plan to capture the prince?
Oh, I won't try to capture him. I'll get to know him and ask him about himself.
Fascinating. Take my advice, Cinderella, which I give with all my heart. Know your place and be satisfied with it, and your place is here.
You were gonna go to the royal palace and that funky old thing. Now that's funny.
Now, girls, there's no need to be mean. Cinderella, I think your dress is sweet. It becomes you. It's just that, well... cheap cloth, Cinderella, like what you're cut from.
This was my mother's dress, and it's beautiful.
Your mother was common, and so is that dress, and so are you.
If my father were here,
But he's not, is he?
I have as much right to go as they do.
Right? You have a right? When your father died, everyone said throw her into the street. After all, she's not your daughter. But no, I've kept you on all these years, sacrificed for you at the expense of my own daughters, and this is the thanks I get.
Have you ever seen a more ungrateful child in your life? Who you call an ungrateful?
Now, girls, I do not want you getting upset. Be a swan, Grace, be a swan. Shh. Shoulders back, Joy, and try to live up to your name. There's the coach. Girls, this is our big chance. Don't fail me now. And remember, restraint
Above all else.
good. Cinderella, the door.
Nothing I do is right. What's wrong with me? Why do they hate me so much? Oh, I wish I could go to the ball. I do. I wish it with all my heart.
I'm your fairy godmother, honey. You? You got a problem with that?
No, I mean, it's just that I always thought...
Oh, let me guess. An old lady and a cloak.
Well, yeah, sorta.
Been there, done that.
May I ask you something?
Within reason.
Why have you come? Is it because you heard my wish?
Wishes? Fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
You don't really believe that, do you? The wishes are poppycock?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, whenever I've dreamed of having a fairy godmother...
Dreams? Fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
So, my wishes are poppycock, and I'm crazy for dreaming? With a fairy godmother like that, who needs a stepmother?
You know what her problem is? She can't handle how fabulous you are.
Fabulous? Me?
Those girls of hers can't hold a candle to you, and they all know it. Jealousy, that's why they treat you as they do.
But they're my family. They're all I've got.
Believe me, honey, when your father remarried, this is not what he had in mind for you.
You talk like you knew him.
I did know him.
And Mother?
Very well.
Was she, my mother, I mean, was she beautiful?
Well, people did seem to think so, but your mother never put much stock in beauty. The way you look isn't really something you can take credit or blame for now, is it?
I wish I'd known her.
So does she, honey.
I've wished so hard.
Wishes again! Look, it's true that everything starts with a wish, but it's what you do with the wish that counts.
So, my wish to go to the ball?
Fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, how would you get there? I suppose one of these pumpkins would turn into a golden carriage.
Hell no.
And these mice would turn into horses to pull your magic carriage.
Of course not. That's impossible.
If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice will never be turned to horses. Such fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. But if impossible things are happening every day, then why not my impossible wish? Oh, I wish I could go to the ball tonight more than anything in the world. I wish it for every girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. I wish that all the kind hearts in the universe would put their heads together.
The kind hearts would put their heads together.
You know what I mean. I just want every good soul to hear my wish and to know that I'm ready to do everything I can to make it come true.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible.
But wait, what?
For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for life my swoon never be turned to horses.
Why not?
Such folderol infidelity of course is impossible.
But the world is full of samies and fools
Impossible.
who don't believe in sensible rules.
Impossible.
And won't believe what sensible people say.
And
Because they snapped and do it, I don't keep building up impossible hope. Impossible things are happening You know what? If I wanted to go to the ball badly enough, nothing could stop me.
You know what? You're right.
There are bound to be carriages going by. I can catch a ride with one of them.
Of course you can.
I can fix that dress in nothing flat. Thank you.
Cinderella, wait.
Yes.
Now that you're ready to take charge of your own destiny, don't think I've forgotten about you. Now about that dress. So many of these dues I couldn't do another do.
But I'm afraid.
Of what?
That I won't fit in, you know, with the other girls.
Oh, I was never big on fitting in. I preferred to stand out.
But nothing in my life has prepared me for a night like this.
And yet everything in your life has led you to this moment. Look around you, Cinderella. Your wish has been granted. Now get in there and go do something about it.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, and Cinderella, one more thing, extremely important. You must leave the palace before the clock strikes 12.
Before midnight? But all the other girls get to stay out late tonight.
Not you.
But what?
No more buts. Just make certain you leave the palace before midnight.
Okay, I will.
And Cinderella, you're as beautiful tonight as your mother ever was. Impossible things are happening every day.
time than I am.
Oh, darling, he'll find the one he's looking for tonight.
And if he doesn't?
It's going to be a long night.
Pardon me, your stewardship, but I'm sure you've noticed my two beautiful daughters.
Please, madam. His Highness will dance with all the young ladies in due course.
Naturally, every mother is eager that her daughter should dance with the prince. But what I want to know is who gets to dance with his steward.
Stewards don't dance.
Now, there's no need to be coy. There's a look in your eyes.
Please don't touch.
Let's not pretend, Lionel. I can sense a certain something between us.
I wish there was something between us. A continent.
What's so funny?
His Highness is so witty.
How would you know? I haven't said anything yet.
So tell me, Lionel, when a girl marries a prince, she becomes a royal princess?
Yup.
And that would make her mother a royal.
Pain in the neck.
Good evening.
Hi there. Hen.
Ships that pass in the night and speak to each other in passing on the ocean of life.
Excuse me?
That's poetry.
Oh. Do you have a rash?
Why would you ask that?
You just scratched yourself.
Hen.
Ships that pass in the night
That's like you and me.
Is it?
on the ocean of life.
That's like, the water.
Thank you, miss, for the distinct pleasure of your company. How much more of this are you going to put me through?
Why, darling, it's the shake of the evening.
Ready for the next round?
I suppose so. The sooner I get through them all, the sooner I can get out of here.
That's the spirit.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, where a deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and
look it up.
Lionel, who is that captivating creature?
Beats me. Nobody seems to know. But she sure is fine.
Shall we join them, Your Majesty?
I'd be honored.
Forgive me, but have we met before?
No, Your Highness.
You're certain?
I think I remember meeting a prince.
I guess so. Have you ever met someone and felt as if you'd known them your whole life?
Not until tonight.
"10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I?
Dad, Mom,
Darling, who was that enchanting girl you were dancing with?
that's what I was trying to figure out when I was so rudely interrupted.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You told me yourself you wouldn't meet the girl of your dreams tonight.
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
But more importantly,
Okay, you were right.
I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies.
Do we know you? Have we met your parents?
I don't think so.
You'll have to introduce us.
Well, my father and my mother, well, I'm sorry, Your Majesty, will you excuse me for a moment?
Of course, my dear.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
charmed, Your Highness. I couldn't help but notice that lovely girl you were dancing with.
That's my mother.
Oh no, not her. The girl who's leaving.
Leaving? Will you excuse me? You're not leaving already.
Well,
I don't know what my dad said to you, but...
No, he was wonderful.
Then, please stay for one more dance. I know we haven't known each other very long, but how do you think it's going?
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to bring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news.
I have found her.
I have found him, he's the light of the stars in my eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and he's taking me back to the skies.
In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I ask you something?
With good reason.
What brought you here tonight?
Well, it's kind of a long story. You see, my family didn't want me to come. In fact, they don't even know I'm here.
I'm glad you are.
Truth is, I almost didn't come myself.
How could a prince not show up for his own ball?
Don't you think it's all a little medieval? I guess it's no secret that my folks are anxious to marry me off, being heir to the throne and all, but this whole thing makes me feel like some sort of a prized bull or something.
Every eligible maiden finds to be her devoted servant forever and forever.
Servants I got. What I need is someone I can really talk to.
It's beautiful out here.
Yes, it is. You're not like most girls, are you?
Not like the girls you meet, I suppose.
Actually, I don't meet many girls. I lead a pretty sheltered life.
So do I.
Really. Every day, same old, same old.
Having no life of your own.
The same silly arguments.
Until you just want to run away and
never come back. It seems we have a lot in common.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. After all, you don't even really know me.
But I'd like to. And I want you to know me. Look, I know we've just met and it's crazy and everything, but would you like to see the rest of the gardens?
I'd love to.
Did you get a good look at them? Only a glance. Could you hear what they were saying? Only a word or two. She must be a princess or something. His Highness sure seemed to go for her. Well, there's just no accounting for taste. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than her roses. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dove's. Her neck is no whiter than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? She's a friendly little bubble with a frilly sort of air, and with very little trouble, I could pull out all her hair. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
So even when it's just the three of us, we eat every meal at a table that seats 42 people. It's insane.
I must say, you certainly led an interesting life.
It's become a lot more interesting tonight. Isn't it strange how things happen? A girl I've never seen before comes down a flight of stairs and suddenly nothing will ever be the same.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
Guardian angels?
You know, someone who watches over you, kind of helping things along. Maybe someone from a long time ago you thought went away, but never really left at all. Do you believe in such things?
Does that explain why you're the most entrancing sight I'll ever see? Why your voice is the sweetest sound I'll ever hear? Does it explain why I think I've fallen in love with you? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem? I guess it's not a very good sign when you tell someone you love them and they don't say anything.
I
I'm afraid that if I speak, I might wake up.
Are you dreaming that I'm about to kiss you?
Of a lover's dream, or are you really as wonderful as you seem? Are you really as wonderful as you? No! Wait! Please don't go!
I don't know. We were in the gardens and then she just... What the? An evening slipper, made of glass. She must have lost it on her way out. I've got to find her. What's her name? I don't know.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Well, you certainly didn't get to know her very well.
I felt like I knew her the moment we met.
But you don't know anything about her.
I know that she's different than any other girl in the world. All my life I've been searching for something. I don't know what exactly, but I found it tonight, in her.
How can you be so sure?
Do I love you because you're beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Because you're wonderful.
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
I can't lose her. Not now.
Chris, we'll find her.
Lionel, we're going to search for the foot that fits the slipper. We'll try it on every girl in the kingdom if we have to.
Who dances in glass shoes? Ouch.
Have the stable master prepare a coach. We'll leave at dawn.
Consider it done, Your Highness. By the way, am I the only one who's noticed that pumpkin sitting over there?
Do take it to the pantry, Lionel, before someone trips over it.
A glass shoe and a pumpkin. What a night!
Chris, we'll find her.
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
But when the king got up and led the orchestra with a loaf of French bread, laugh, I thought I might die.
Best night of my life. Your life? Did you get to dance with the prince? I only danced with him for an hour or so. An hour? Why didn't you? Of course I did. If you did.
I wouldn't be the least surprised if my prince chose one of my daughters to be his bride.
Oh, it sounds almost too good to be true. Did you know everyone?
Everyone who's anyone.
Except for some princess something or other who arrived late and left early.
A princess? Did she dance with the prince?
I didn't notice.
Do you think he liked her?
What's with all the questions? Really, I feel positively interrogated.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to imagine what it must have been like when you're driving through the moonlight on the highway. When you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. And at last you see the towers of the palace silhouetted on the sky above the park. And below you is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way, the way you say.
She talks as if she knows.
I do not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, when you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance, and you're seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear him asking you to dance. He's tall, straight as a lance, and his hair is dark and wavy. His eyes can melt you with a glance. He can turn a girl to gravy.
And when you waltz, he whirls you around so your feet never touch the floor and you can feel his hot breath on your neck.
A lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see.
You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Lovely night.
Oh, nonsense! Rubbish and drivel! And the two of you hanging on her every word. Enough! Go to your rooms. It's late. And as for you, princess, get your head out of the clouds. Your father spoiled you rotten with a lot of empty dreams and impossible wishes that will never come true. You're a little fool, Cinderella, and I do not suffer fools gladly.
Do you want us to follow you? Come on, Lionel.
You talk to birds.
Dr. Fieldbright, the pharmacist.
Too flighty.
Master Greenfield, the grocer.
Too geeky.
Lord Hedgerow, the horticulturist.
Too hairy.
Girls, perhaps you're being too particular. I'm up to the eyes.
You want us to be happy, don't you?
Of course I do. Like any mother, I want you to have the things I never had. Now, who could that be at this hour and unannounced? It's the royal steward! He can't see me like the Cinderella. Fetch my robe!
My robe, Cinderella! Cinderella, the robe! Why would he be here?
He's come to call me, you dolt. He's obviously smitten.
Ouch!
Cinderella, get these buckets out of here!
Cinderella!
This isn't my robe!
It's inside out!
Oh.
I think I broke my toe! Oh, I almost broke my arm getting this robe off!
Cinderella! Take this vase into the other room and do not come out until my guest is gone and I come for you. Am I understood? Of course, stepmother. A lesson in how to greet a suitor, girls. Watch and learn. Lionel. What a pleasant surprise. I just knew there was something special between us.
Have we met?
You were obviously intrigued by the little tete-a-tete ball.
Please, madam, show some restraint.
Restraint above all else!
Presenting His Royal Highness, Prince Christopher.
Ladies, I'm in search for the foot that fits this slipper.
It was lost at the ball.
Really? Why, I was saying to my lovely daughter Joy, just this very morning. I was saying, wherever could you have lost your other slipper, wasn't I, dear? I was saying, wherever could you have put it, wasn't I, dear?
Oh! That's my shoe.
Joy? Sweetheart, the shoe is made of glass. It doesn't stretch.
Why? That's my shoe, sister. You know that. See, I'll show you, Your Highness. Fits like a glove. Well, you see, it fit perfectly at the ball. I had a little accident right before you came, kicked the bucket, and now my toe's all swollen up. I don't suppose you got the other shoe with ya.
Enough. Now, are there any other women in this house?
Yes, there is one more. Move it.
I meant to say young women.
How much younger?
Younger than you.
Oh, please, I'm begging you, please take one of my daughters. Joy is the charm and elocution.
Peter Piper picked his pepper.
She's really much smarter than she looks. And Grace, that girl's as strong as an ox. And cultured? Why, she can recite the wreck of Hesperus in 3 languages.
4, if you count Pig Latin. Hem.
You're a great Esperanza.
Look, lady, it's been a long day. So, for the last time, are there any other young women in this house?
Will you shut up? No, there are no other young women in this house.
I'm here.
What?
I'm sorry, stepmother, but I am here.
Oh, scullery maid.
A servant girl, chimney sweep.
Well, you certainly sound like a girl of many talents. What say we try
Wait a minute.
on?
Didn't I bump into you in the market a week ago?
In the... Oh, now I remember. You told me everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
I never did get your name.
It's Cinderella.
Cinderella. What a beautiful name. May I, Cinderella?
This can't be happening.